And it's important that people not in this room understand the other contributions that the IAFF has made on behalf of people across this country. I want to mention a couple of them. I'm not unaware of the fact that this organization has contributed $150 million over the last half-century to fight muscular dystrophy in this country. A remarkable contribution, Harold, to this nation of ours. I want to be very proud of that. And in the midst of all of this, we have an administration that seems determined to undermine at every turn basic workers' rights in this country. Overtime pay, the right to collective bargaining, attacking public workers who we charge with some of the most nation's important responsibilities. I'm proud to say, over 32 years, I have stood with unions. For 26 years in the Senate and the House of Representatives before it. I'm proud to say it here. I say it everywhere. I say it everywhere. And this administration has taken this on. I don't duck from that at all. You were with me, all of you in this room, and your brothers and sisters around the country, when we fought for 7 years through 2 presidential vetoes in the first Bush administration and won the passage of the Family and Medical Leave Act, which has made a difference for 50 million Americans in this country. Along with these and other victories stands another accomplishment that I'm incredibly proud of, and that is having written the Fire Act and the Safer Act and passing it into law, and it wouldn't have happened if I had not had the people in this room and across the country that made a difference, and I thank you for that. I'm proud to have been a part of it. I know that not a single man or woman in this room or across the country here is going to say, hey, I'm sorry, but I can't go in because I don't have the equipment or the manpower to handle this. What concerns me deeply, and I believe our fellow citizens as well, is that you are going to go in, that you're going to put your lives on the line, and that some of you, too many of you, will be injured and, God forbid, lose your lives. Not because you didn't do your jobs, but because the administration and those who supported them didn't do theirs by providing the funds that we need to take care of some of these shortfalls across the country. That's not right. That's why in 2008, I think leadership matters. I think the kind of leadership and experience where you can demonstrate an ability to bring people together, solve problems, not only overseas but here at home as well. At a time when American families have watched their incomes decline by $1,300 a year, they've watched their health care costs go up by 50%, gas prices by 70%, higher education costs by 30%, we need an American president who's ready to lead from day one. The last thing we need is 4 more years of on-the-job training. We need to know what we're doing and get to work about solving these problems. Collective bargaining, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most fundamental rights that Americans have, the right to bargain with your employer. The very least that we can do for our public safety officers in an era in which Homeland Security is so pronounced is to guarantee minimum collective bargaining rights, setting wages, hours, and terms of employment. And when my good friend Ted Kennedy introduces the Public Safety Employee Cooperation Act, you can count on me to be the first co-sponsor of that legislation, to stand with it, to get that passed. It becomes the law of the land, United States.